And honestly, with all due respect, as I think you're making yourself look like a fool, going around thinking that she's not a woman when she is. And as a
Al,
matter of fact, I
Al, I
want
have
to
a
tell you
serious
something else.
question. I have a serious
Can I
question for you,
say
Al.
something else?
I have a serious question. Are you a woman?
Hey, listen, didn't I hear you a couple of days ago or yesterday say that you thought Nancy Mace might be a man? Something about there was a question when they were interrogating people as
Sure.
how to define a woman. Didn't I hear you say something like that?
Yep, and I'll tell you exactly why I said it. Nancy Mace wants only biological women in women's restrooms. How do we police something like that? I don't know if Nancy Mace is a woman. I really don't. I haven't.
Okay, well, let me
Hold
tell you
on, hold
something.
on, hold
First
on.
of
Let
all,
me just answer.
go
Hold on.
on.
Let me just finish my answer, and then I promise you I will let you respond, Al, okay?
Okay, go ahead.
I don't know for sure. I'm being serious now. I don't know for sure if Nancy Mace is a woman. She probably is. I don't know her family history. I certainly haven't seen her without clothes on. I don't know. And by the way, I really don't care. But Nancy Mace seems to care so much about biologically who you are when you go into the women's restroom. So let's give her that same sort of attention. Let's find out if Nancy Mace is a woman. If that's what she wants to do, and it sounds to me that she wants to make sure that absolutely no transgenders should get into the women's restroom, let's see how women like it if there's somebody that checks them and checks their genitals every single time they walk into the women's restroom or the men's restroom for that matter. So yeah, I don't know if Nancy Mace is a woman or not. She certainly could be a man. I don't know. I know she's crazy. I know she likes attention. I know she's a liar. You can shake her hand and she'll wear an arm sling the next day. She's the kind of person that you literally get into a fender bender at the light and there's barely a dent in your car and she goes into the ICU. That's who Nancy Mace is. She's bad for the country. She's an embarrassment. And no, I have no idea. Neither do you. I don't know if she's a man or a woman. There you go. There's my answer.
Okay, well, I think that you being a person, I think you're being Now, let me finish. I let you finish.
I didn't say a word.
I think you're being hypocritical because you say that you don't support conspiracy theories.
I don't.
And I would think that's a conspiracy theory.
So
when, in case, I just looked it up,
Al,
she has two biological kids.
Al, let me explain to you the difference between, and by the way, you also don't understand levity, but let me explain to you the difference between a conspiracy theory and saying, I don't know. Donald Trump said the 2020 election was stolen. Now, if Donald Trump said, I question the election, we need to investigate it, and let's get some questions answered, and I'll see you in court, that's not a conspiracy theory. Donald Trump said the election was stolen, Joe Biden cheated, look up 2,000 mules. That is a conspiracy theory. Do you understand the difference between a conspiracy theory and someone saying she could be a man? I don't know. Here's the reason why I said that, Al, and I think you're struggling to understand. She is going after a group of people. She is shaming a group of people. So you're damn right that I am intentionally shaming her. I give it back to them. She's shaming a group of people. I am shaming her. Do I really believe that Nancy Mace is a man? No, she's probably a woman. I can sit here and tell you with a straight face, I don't know for sure. I don't know. Okay? If you're claiming hold on. If you're claiming she has kids, that very well might be true. The point I was trying to make, which sadly you're missing, is that she is an imbecile and she makes ridiculous statements. So I think she deserves people to make some ridiculous statements about her. Why do you not understand that?
I just think it's very obvious that it's hypocritical. And honestly, with all due respect, as I think you're making yourself look like a fool, going around thinking that she's not a woman when she is. And as a matter of fact,
Al, I have a serious question. I have a serious question for you, Al. I have a serious question. Are you a woman?
I'm a man. I'm a biologically born man, and I believe a woman
I would
is
question
somebody
that.
who was born
Al,
as a biological
okay,
woman.
that's fair. So,
okay?
Al, if there's a men's room, I don't want you going in the men's room. I don't believe you. I think you're a woman.
Okay, well, I think you're an idiot. I'm sorry to tell you for saying that.
Al, you should try using a penis. It's very convenient when you have to go to the bathroom. It's convenient, but I
should try using.
Yeah, Al, I don't want you. Al, I don't. Hold on, Al. I don't want you. I don't want you in the men's restroom, Al. I think you're a woman. I think you should drop trow and prove to everybody, including Nancy Mace, that you're a man. Al, I think you're a woman. What do you think about that, Al?
You're an idiot.
Thank you, Al. I might be an idiot, but I still think you're a woman. What do you think about that?
Yeah, okay. Well, it just goes to show.
Al, are you a woman? Be honest. Al, be honest. Do you have testicles? Be honest. Did they drop yet? It's a serious question. It's a serious question. It's a serious
I'm a man,
question.
just like I was born a man. I've always been a man, and I'm very proud to be a man.
Okay, well,
and you know what?
Well, I would
think
question
Nancy
that.
Mace is a woman.
I don't
and
think.
You know what? I
don't think you should go.
I think she's hot.
You
I'd love
would,
to go on
Al.
a date with her.
You would, Al.
Okay?
I think you're a woman. I'll be honest with you.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I think you're an idiot.
Okay. Well, that's
Goodbye.
fine. I'm an idiot, but I still think I'm allowed to go in the men's restroom. I don't think Nancy Mace would allow you in the men's restroom. I think she would welcome you in the women's restroom, and you guys could play some games together. Could play some games together, Al. And she could put your makeup on for you. Thank you for the call, Al. So my question to you is, how pathetic are you as a human being that if you don't like something, you don't like a show, that you take the time to call into the show and say, Brian, I don't think you're funny. Hey, Herb, I don't think you're funny. Why don't you call into another show with 3 listeners?
Oh, I just want to make a comment. I don't want to argue with you today or nothing like that. I just want to make a comment about your show because I like listening to you.
Are you on topic?
Tell you this.
Are you on topic?
Yeah, I'm on topic.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead then.
Listen, the reason why I called in is because your show's not fun anymore. You know.
Okay, so you're not
we
Herb.
had quite a bit of fun earlier.
Herb, in your opinion, the show is not fun. By the way, you're not. Now hold on.
Let me just finish.
I promise.
I'm not going to argue with
Herb,
you, Ron.
I'm not trying to argue with you. We're having a conversation. I'm not trying to argue with you, and I promise I will let you finish if you please remain on the line. Herb, I asked you respectfully, are you on topic? Now, if I started this segment and I said, okay, callers, I want to hear criticism about pushing the limits, that would mean Herb would be on topic. When I ask you if you're on topic, that means I'm asking you, do you have opinions about the stuff that we're talking about today? When you answer the question by saying yes, and then you decide to give criticism of the show, that's not being on topic. That's number one. But I'm still going to let you finish. Number two, okay? Here's the thing, Herb, okay? There are a lot of people that are MAGA supporters like yourself. You voted for Donald Trump. They're not going to find this show entertaining. Maybe they won't find it funny. Some do, but you don't. As much as that breaks my heart, Herb, if you want to go ahead and listen to Clay Travis or Sean Hannity, don't get me wrong, Sean has a wonderful sense of humor, or Mark Levin, don't get me wrong, that guy could be doing stand-up comedy anywhere in the country. If you want to listen to Jesse Waters, who I'm sure you find entertaining, then I would say, Herb, you have the right to do that. But don't start off a conversation by being off topic and then lying about it. At least admit that you're off topic. Now, if you don't think this show is funny or entertaining, Herb, guess what? When I'm listening to a radio show or a television show, I don't take the time with my Trump fingers to call in and complain about the show. You know what I do, Herb? You might find this very difficult, but here's what I do. I flip the station and I listen to another show. So my question to you is, how pathetic are you as a human being that if you don't like something, you don't like a show, that you take the time to call into the show and say, Brian, I don't think you're funny. Hey, Herb, I don't think you're funny. Why don't you call into another show with 3 listeners that struggles with, because guess what? We get tons of calls every day across the country and across the world that like this show. And I could give 2 craps what you think about what I do. In fact, I look at it as a badge of honor, as people like you who continue to defend Donald Trump, who voted for Donald Trump, who call into the show that don't think I'm funny. Herb, why don't you take a hike? Because I don't care. I don't need you, Herb. Does that make sense, Herb? Am I ringing bells in your head? If you don't like a show, listen to another show. Is that so hard a concept for you to understand?
Why doesn't he call those shows then if he doesn't like this one?
Are we not making sense, Herb, or did I insult you?
No, you didn't insult me.
Okay, then why are you calling into the show? Herb, are you on topic? Let's start the call all over again. Herb, are you on topic today? Herb, let's pretend.
No, I'm not.
Herb, I'm going to give you another chance, okay, Herb? I'm
not on topic.
Thank you for being honest.
Okay.
Thank you. Okay, now what would you like to talk about?
I'm wrong for saying I'm sorry. I said I was on topic.
Okay, I forgive you.
But let me just say that I like listening to your show.
Oh, now you like me?
Because I like to hear the other side.
Am I the other side?
No, this is the truth. It's not the other side.
For me, you are. Yeah.
How am I on the other side? I'm on the other side of what? Let's have a conversation.
Let me say what I have to say.
Okay, but you just said I'm on the other side. The other side of what?
Of me. I'm a conservative. You're a liberal.
Okay, so let's
nope.
I
bet you he's not a conservative.
You don't get to say things that are not true on this show because I will call you out for it. First of all, I'm not a liberal. I'm just anti-Trump, and your MAGA brain can't handle that. That's number one. Number two, I didn't vote for Barack Obama. I didn't vote for Hillary Clinton. Yes, I lean to the left on social issues. I would vote for a ham sandwich over a 34-count felon, okay, liable sexual abuser. So I know you MAGA Republicans out there, every single time somebody actually speaks truth to power, or if I call him the orange orangutan, you get all pent up, in your pantyhose, and you get so upset that you call into this show. That's not funny. He calls him Cheeto Jesus. You've called into this show before because you're a snowflake, and you don't like it when I call him Cheeto Jesus, okay? So I don't care if you think my show's entertaining or not. You listen every day because I've grown on you like a fungus or a Donald Trump Bible, okay, Herb? So spare me your nonsense about you're a liberal and you're on the other side. We're on the side of truth, as Leonard said, okay? I'm going to call out Donald Trump for his lies and the things he says and the things he does every day. And I'm sorry if you don't think that's entertaining enough, okay, Herb? I'm sorry.
Can I ask him
Brian,
can I ask you a question, Herb?
Can you make a comment?
Yeah, go ahead.
Can I ask? Well, my question is, you said you're a conservative. So maybe you can explain to us where you are as a fiscal conservative when the current administration wants to add $4 trillion to a $36.5 trillion debt. How's that fiscally conservative? You said you're a conservative.
Okay. Well, I'm sure that there's some things in the bill that I'm not aware of.
I just made you aware.
Passed. But I just want to say this.
Notice how he just rolls over what you just said, and he doesn't want to.
Well, he says he's a conservative.
Yeah,
well,
yeah.
I can't speak in detail about
because you're ill-informed.
He doesn't know what it means.
Because you're ill-informed and you don't know what's in the bill. But
All
go
right.
ahead. Go ahead,
okay.
Herb. Go ahead.
So let me just say this.
Yeah, please.
One of the reasons why you get one call, maybe two a day, from conservatives
is because I destroy people like you every day. That's why.
No,
yeah,
it's not. That's not right.
Yeah, it kind of is. 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 Yeah. Herb. The reason why. No, I'm mocking you, Herb, because you're trying to make the case that a lot of MAGA people don't call into the show because they don't like me. Good. I wear that as a badge of honor.
That's not why, Brian.
Oh.
Brian,
I'm not. What do you mean? Like they're afraid?
To your show.
I'm not
entertaining.
I'm not entertaining enough for Herb. Hey, Herb, why don't you go to a strip club tonight? Maybe you'll be entertained. Go ahead.
The reason why.
Oh, I can't wait to hear his reason. Because I interrupt them and I yell at them all the time.
Why
maybe the reason why is because idiots like you call into this show, and the first thing you say is not about a topic that we're talking about or why you disagree with me about something I said about Donald Trump. But the idiot calls into this show and I don't think you're funny and entertaining enough, but I still listen to you every day. That's why when you call into a show, talk about one of the topics that we talked about. I'm going to give you an opportunity to do that next time, Herb. And guess what? If you don't call in, oh God, I better hang up the microphone right now if Herb doesn't call into this show. I don't know how the show's going to make it. Hey, Herb, let me give you a little bit of advice, okay? For some of the other shows that you call into that get like 2 calls an hour, they need you, Herb. They probably need you more than me. I'll sacrifice, okay?
Our phone lines are booked.
Yeah, you can listen to, but here's a little tip for you, Herb. Next time you call into a show like this one, and there probably aren't many shows out there like this one, tell me why you disagree with me on a specific topic that we've been talking about today. For example, if you think the $5 million green cards or gold cards are a good idea, hey, Brian, I disagree with you about this, and here's why. Go for it. Won't interrupt you. But when you start a conversation, I don't think you're entertaining enough. Holy smokes. Herb, that's why I won't let you talk, because when you start the conversation, you say stupid things, and then you call me a liberal because you're an idiot. Okay, Herb? Have a nice day.
Primary.
No. We're not.
Primary.
No. And what primary was Elon Musk in? Was Elon Musk ever an elected official? Ever? Was Elon Musk ever an elected official?
Anything I can do to help your mental health hotline.
Okay. Well, why would you call it a mental health hotline? I'm curious. Are you being facetious or?
Well, you guys are saying nobody voted for Elon.
Who voted for
Elon? How many primaries did Kamala win?
Okay, so hold on. Let's start with Elon. You asked Jeff.
Your show's a joke.
Jeff, either you're willing to have a conversation with your stupidity or you're not. Anybody could call into this show and laugh like a Tucker Carlson hyena and call somebody names, but few Donald Trump supporters are actually willing to have a conversation. Now, we didn't hang up on you. I'll give the MAGA moron another opportunity. Okay, so lower him down. Let's not put him back up yet. So I'll give you an opportunity. You asked me a question, and I'll answer your stupid question. First of all, yes, Elon Musk is not an elected official. You see, sir, Kamala Harris was voted in as an attorney general. Okay. I'm sorry, district attorney. And Kamala Harris was voted in as a senator. You see, the people had to vote her in as a senator, as a sitting senator. And Joe Biden had the opportunity to choose who he wanted as his, wait for it, vice president. Now, let's see if you're able to have a respectful and intelligent conversation. I'm going to say the odds are probably 20-1 that you're able to. But what do you disagree with me on what I just said there, sir? Let's see if you're capable of having a conversation. Are you capable, sir? Are you capable? Don't me. Are you? Pot him down again. This is your typical MAGA supporter with a 20 IQ that is not capable of having a conversation of any relevance or intelligence. I've now given him multiple opportunities. He's trying to compare Elon Musk, who has never been an elected official, to Kamala Harris, who was a sitting senator, and the people of San Francisco also voted her in as an attorney, as a very powerful attorney. So, sir, what have I said that you disagree with? I'm giving you an opportunity. What? No, I'm asking you a question. Don't me or say something stupid. What have I said that is not factually accurate? Let's see if you have an IQ over 20, if you actually can have a conversation. What did I say that you disagree with, sir, that you don't think is factually true? Go ahead.
Here, FACTS, facts. Lost every swing state. She's not even in the Democrat Party.
Pot him down again. Pot him down again. She was a sitting senator voted in. What are you talking about? Sir, was Kamala Harris not a voted in sitting senator? Yes or no?
I said primary.
No. We're not.
Primary.
No. And what primary was Elon Musk in? Was Elon Musk ever an elected official? Ever? Was Elon Musk ever an elected official?
I could tell you what, yeah.
Hey, dumbass, why don't you answer the question, dumbass, bird for brains? Was Elon Musk ever an elected official, and was he ever voted into anything in his life? Kamala Harris was voted in as in a very prominent job as an attorney in San Francisco twice. She was also voted in as a senator. Please give me Elon Musk's resume, and where was he voted in, dumbass? Answer the question, dumbass. Ha. Where was he voted in? Answer the question. Dude. Okay, obviously you're not smart enough to have a conversation. Take a hike, you frickin' moron. 702-221-7283 is the number to call. It's just the guys that can't even have a conversation. He's so dumb. He's so stupid. He's not even capable of having a conversation. He's trying to compare Elon Musk to Kamala Harris as far as an elected official goes. A woman who was the vice president, who became a senator and an elected official in San Francisco as a very prominent attorney. But this idiot calls into this show and says, what about Elon Musk? What about Kamala Harris? Sir, go back into your mobile home and count your 3 teeth.